He's got the first down sprinting inside the 45. Fighting Lions all the way down to the 42-yard line. Tyrone Wheatley, the battering ram, has a Raider first down. Just then inside the Lion 30, play action bootleg. Gannon's got room to go, 25-20, and he steps out of bounds.
All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. I am way too fucking loud. I can see that. I can see that by the decibel level. So, I'm glad I'm here. Hi! And a yarg! I am here. I am so... What's the word I'm looking for? First off, is there any sports on tonight? I got to know this. Okay, I'm definitely not watching whatever the fuck this is, Love Island. Really? On a Sunday fucking night, I am not watching Love Island. I'm sorry. That just goes without saying. And I see that Asylum is pre-lubed. I ain't touching that line. It just speaks for itself. He's pre-lubed. Insert joke here. And it's not going to be the one that Asylum thinks it is, because I, Captain Jack, think dirty. Now, I wouldn't touch his pre-lubrication. I'm not that type of a sailor. But maybe some of the Raiderette wenches might want to check out a lubricated Asylum. Just saying. Let's see who's in the house. Kelly Farley, thank you for being here. I said that Asylum was pre-lubed. Eric Avia, gracias. Thank you for being here. And Mark Martinez is also here. I'm trying to roll my R's so I sound more authentic. And mi especial dama Vanessa Navarrete, gracias mi amor por ti. I love everything that she does. Because I'm here a little late because of a lot of things that are going on. And oh shoot, I didn't even put my earphones on. Check. Can I hear? I guess I'll find out in a minute. I don't know. We'll find out when I can see that I'm putting on some, I can see that the sound is coming out. I don't know whether I can hear anything now. So let me check the speakers. That's going to be a problem. Son of a bitch. Go settings. Because I can tell that there's going to, because I don't hear anything. Audio, speakers, audio codec. Okay. And dashboard output. Okay. Stand by, because I definitely want to be able to hear what the hell is going on. Okay. And if there's an issue, then we'll find out in a minute, because we'll find out. We'll find out when I get a call and I can't hear shit, which'll suck. So, okay, that's good. That much I know you can hear that. But anyway, we'll find out if and when I get a phone call and there's an issue. But again, gracias to mi especial dama Vanessa Navarrete, who was doing a video which was really cool. And my lady Cheryl hit me up on it, and I was like, what's this? Oh, I had to go. So I had to say hello, and I wanted to thank her for all that she did. Yeah, Becky, I'm not touching his lubricated anything. And thank you for Becky being here as well. I said Kelly Farley. I hope I mentioned Kelly Farley was here. Mike Serra is here. Don Webb is here. Great. And he touched on it as well. It was in my title. Lou Brock. And I just found out from it was a tweet that JT the Brick had. Permission to come aboard. Granted. Mike Gutzler, thanks for being here. Yoni, and you are only needing oxygen at night. Thank you, darling. I'm glad that you're there. Philly sports fan. Fucking A. Fucking A. I'm glad you're here. Philly guys don't, I mean, let's put it this way. Philly guys don't, they're not used to swearing. They're not used to fucking swearing in Philadelphia. Just saying. And you have ooh. You know, Don, I don't know about that comment because I don't know if that's a joke or not. But I'll take it as serious. So, brother, I'm hoping you're doing okay. Browns open the first 2 home games with 10%. That was from the fan. Welcome to Matt Bouchane, who is my one and only Browns fan, I think, in the group. And normally I have a lot of pictures and cards and other things, but it's been a busy weekend. So I did it mostly from up here. We'll talk about the Kentucky Derby, where they had a horse that was scratched, like right even before they got into the paddock. It was spooked and it was scratched. And I think it was called 1,000 Words. And that was actually one of the horses that was a favorite to at least contend out. Then you had the Triple Crown winner, 'Tis the Law, that everybody and their grandmother picked, but it was the Bob Baffert horse, whose name escapes me. No, that's not the name of the horse. Name escapes me. You'll have to let me know what the name is. Victorious, I think, was the name. Victorious was Victorious? I think that was the name of the horse. Elder A.J. Brayhugh is in the house. Hey, Lakers rolling? Well, I hope so, considering that they lost the other night. Just saying. I know AJ's going to get on me for that as well. I can barely, these things work, by the way. And Mike Serra says as well, Lou Brock, a Cardinal legend, also a Cub legend as well. A lot of people don't remember that he was on the Cubs. And the Cubs got ripped. Authentic. Okay. Authentic, Victorious, something like that. Authentic won for Baffert, and then the horse reared up and knocked out Baffert. I didn't see the video, but I heard about it. Yeah, I'm laughing at the horse. I'm also laughing at AJ making excuses already. Okay, Djokovic was just DQ'd. Wow. Now that, wow, a DQ for Djokovic. Wow. Well, there you go. For those bettors out there, I know that Nevada Nick is one. That probably just screws up a lot of bets. So he was DQ'd. Kind of pissed. I actually, I love his, what is it, his enthusiasm. But let's just say that you got to play smart. You got to play smart. Horse's name was Authentic. One for Baffert. Now Bob Baffert is tied for most Kentucky Derby wins for a trainer. Again, my Flyers, may they rest in peace for the off season, but I see good things going up for that. I really do, and that's not just me being a Homer fan. Did somebody mention Homer? Hopefully he'll be in here. By the way, props to, yeah, no joke. Okay, thanks. And Don, always, best of health to you, shipmate. Best of health to you. And I put an APB out on my Facebook. By the way, again, find me on Facebook at the Raider Pirate Captain Jack Rackham Levy. Or Captain Jack Rackham. It's not, yeah. The Raider Pirate Captain Jack Rackham is my persona page. It's on Facebook. Please go over there, like it, and follow it, okay? Because Facebook still has not gotten my old profile up. So if you see another Captain Jack Levy, it really is me. I had to make a whole new profile, and it's a pain in the ass to get everybody to come back because they think that it's a scam. It really is me. But please at least friend request me. This way you can at least follow. At least follow. Yeah, and Robert Bigler, who was, and I give him props. Listen to this as I rant and rave in front of everybody. Robert Bigler, the Kansas City Chiefs fan, was the first person to blow up my phone saying, "What the fuck are you doing trading Lynn Bowden Jr.? Asylum, you were a quick second, but you weren't. When remember how Bear has his gold, silver, and bronzes? Robert Bigler would have won. I hope I can hear people. We'll find out. God, this is horrible. I'm hoping. If I can't hear you, this is going to be a very short show. But in defense of, and I can't say I'm playing the general manager here, but if the kid was having issues with pass blocking, was not running his routes well, and if you remember in the off season there was a disturbance over at his grandmother's house, so there was some issues of character brought into question. Not going there, folks. But that is another thing to consider. And the elder, who never gets in trouble in Vegas, the never ever in trouble elder A.J. Brayhew, Raider Rev to me, only to me, so I don't want to get him in trouble with his church. Raider Rev says, lots of things in Vegas to maybe get you in trouble. So if you put all of those things together, that he can't pass block, and one of the things you have to do as a running back is be able, see, people are already pinging me already, and I'll get back to, see, people, did I open a new account? Yes, I did. So I don't like the fact that this is one of those things after the fact, but it happens. And we ended up getting our 4th round pick back from the Dolphins and another pick. So basically, we got the pick back and we got Raekwon McMillan, and we swapped others. So that's what it is. Rays take series of Trop from Marlins, win Citrus Series game. Yeah, there you go. Rays up. Where is it? Hang on. I got it here. I got it here. Here somewhere. Just for you, Matt. Where's my camera? There it is. There's my camera. Raise up, baby. Tampa Bay. Who is the best team in the American League? Let me say that again. The best team in the American League as of today. I'll mess you about the 7-Eleven cups, but need more info. Okay, thanks there, Don. I heard that they're very hard to find. And again, if you saw my post in Facebook, the ones that are back on my profile on Facebook, and thank you for being there. I want one. I might not be able to get one, but I'd like one. So we'll do that. Lou Brock, again, expressed by Robert Bigler, again being in Kansas City. You know, he's regional. Greatest ever to do it. Agreed. A.J. Brayhew and Ed Winchell are of the same mind about how the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. And I spoke to Ed Winchell today, by the way. He called me, which was nice. to hear from him. Eric agrees. And it was great to hear from folks. I will talk to people. So one good thing is, I want to get this out of the way as well. We are up to 897 subscribers. I'm not sure how many are public, but make sure if you're watching right now that your subscription is public. I'm hoping that people are listening to me rant, and yeah, the phone line, it's up. Yeah, it really is up. Insert joke here. I got it up. I don't have problems getting it up. Do not have problems getting it up. And the phone line is up as well. That I don't have problems with as well. Anyway, we're going to find out real quick. Let me do this. We'll find out real quick if there's an audio issue. You guys can hear me, but I might not be able to hear you. So we'll see what happens. Pitching is off the hook and we need Price. That's true. That's what I talked to Ed Winchell about, was the fact that I was amazed that the Dodgers pitching is so good, considering that they lost Hill, they lost Ryu, they lost David Price to not playing, and they're still the best team in baseball. So we'll see. Line is open, 813-609-0834. My Skype is up, Captain_Jack.Rackham. If you are a friend of mine on Facebook, you can actually do the messenger there. I don't have the link up, but it's J Captain Jack Levy. I got to change the link. But if you are my friend and you want to call via Facebook Messenger, you can do that. Getting back to what was on my mind, we are just coming in from, again, busy weekend. For Life, our Raider Story, had a 2-hour show with the Raider homies. I made sure I was watching. Great show. Wasn't able to listen to everything that was going on because I was also in a Zoom party at the same time. Multitasking. But I made sure I was clicking on hours and kind of watching what was going on. Zoom party I was also in at the same time. And then, like I said, I popped right before I got here. Vanessa was having a live feed, so I needed to pop in over there. So that's why I'm a couple minutes late, and my graphics aren't what they should be. Clayton can't pitch in the postseason. He always gets lit up in the playoffs. I know that, and that's why I'm hoping that these other pitchers for the Dodgers can make up for that. Well, let's talk sports. Please God, let me hear what's going on. Line is open, 813-609-0834. If I can't hear anything, it's going to be definitely a short show. God, they were on today. I feel bad. Well, you'll get over there. Your messenger is not working. Yeah, I know, Hot Neil, because you have to be on my new messenger. That old account is gone. It's gone. It's through. It's finished. It's washed up, as Howard Cosell used to say. Oh, you're a Cubs fan. Well, see, Robert Bigler knows about Lou Brock being a Cub. And probably one of the worst trades in baseball. Oh, good, I can hear. That makes me feel good that I'm going to be able to hear this. Okay. Asylum, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Damn right I can hear you. So you get
okay,
you get the prize.
Show.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show.
First off, I want to apologize to For Life. I forgot the show was on today, and I missed most of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be there for the next one, I promise.
He promises.
And
he'll be there. He'll be there.
And, I'll take the silver for the Bowden thing. I am from Nevada, so, silver fits me better anyways.
Okay, Steve, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait, Steve. Sorry. Go ahead there, Ken.
No, I just wanted to, just a little bit more about the Bowden trade. I know I hit you up with a little perturbed at first, but after hearing everything that was reasons why or possibilities why and seeing everything that we got and everything going, I think we actually came out in the end. And the fact that it was a third, it hurts a little bit. But, in the end, we didn't really need another running back, wide receiver, and getting McMillan for the run stop was more important to the team than having yet again a third, what would he have been? Third for running back. Who knows for wide receiver?
Steve, you gotta wait. Got to give everybody their time. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I think we turned out the end and we traded a sixth, got a fifth. And, in the end, everything, I think it works out, with what you're hearing about, not working out, possibly being a possible cancer, you got to cut that kind of stuff out early. And, we got to trust in Mayock.
Right.
Mayock knows the talent, knows what we need, and has a great eye for talent, and just decided he wasn't the best fit for the team. Cut your losses while we can.
Yeah. And again, I'm not going to poo-poo the fact that we got the best player at the time when he was available in the third round, and he was like I said, the Don Horning winner for players in football, and so it didn't pan out. But we ended up getting the pick that we had traded to the Dolphins the day prior or 2 days prior. We got that back. We ended up getting another pick, right? So basically we got
fifth round, yeah.
Right. So we ended up getting our fourth rounder back, a fifth rounder. We gave him a sixth. So I'm okay with that. I
am too. I mean, like I said, it's almost as bad, being a third. I wish we could have got that back. But knowing when to cut your losses, you know how Al Davis was. He would have tried to push, and then we would have had no value out of him at all. We got our value, what we could at the time out of him.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Cut your losses. I mean, it hurts a little bit, almost like that other player we had to deal with last year when we lost a third and a fifth. But we won't say no names. But, it's still at the same time. But the way I look at it is, we saw he wasn't going to work out. Cut your losses now before you turn around and try to push things and get, only a seventh for him?
There you go. Yeah. And oh, by the way, here's a news flash, AJ. Adrian Peterson signed a 1-year deal with the Lions, just in case you didn't hear about it. Oh, okay, well, that's there. But, I'm playing, AJ. It is there. That's why you're here, because we let you know what's going on. So there you go. But no, I agree, and I appreciate you letting me know. I appreciate, like I said, it was my boy Robert Bickler that actually let me know. So again, I appreciate everybody letting me know via the phone, and I'm happy that I can hear people, because like I said, this would have been a short show if I couldn't hear you and everything else was going on. Now, Asylum, having said that, what anything else go on for you this weekend for the sports-wise?
No. Unfortunately, I missed the Derby race, Kentucky Derby. I was trying to catch that, but I'm glad Baffert was able to get his sixth win, and Authentic was able to upset, especially since that horse came into notice for me, because I saw they're actually selling shares in that horse. You can own a micro share in that horse and everything. So that's how I got my eyes on Authentic, and I was glad to see. I love to see a Triple Crown winner, but I like to see long shots win too.
Yeah, well, I was happy for Baffert. I mean, I don't mind that there's not going to be a Triple Crown this year, because it would have been a screwed up Triple Crown anyway, with the Kentucky Derby being after the Belmont or the Preakness, whichever one it was. I think it was the Belmont. Yeah, the Belmont, because the Preakness is still to come, right?
I believe so. Yes,
yeah.
I believe so.
So I mean, it's screwed up.
The Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and then the Preakness.
Right, and
if I remember correctly.
Right, and that you are correct. And so they didn't have it like that this year because of apparently there's some sort of pandemic going around. I don't know if you've heard about that.
No, I haven't. Is there? I haven't even noticed.
Yeah. So there you go. Hey, well, I appreciate. Tell the people, tell the guys on the ward to thank you for letting you out of your cell.
Oh, they didn't let me out today. They just slipped me a cell phone under the door.
Oh, okay. So you're still in your padded room then.
I'm still bouncing off the walls. Yeah.
Now, watch your lubrication though, because like I said,
you gotta be.
You give me a straight.
You
you give me a straight line like that. You know I'm gonna fucking pounce on it.
I expect you to hit it out the park. If I set them up like that for you, Captain, come on.
Well, I hit a grand slam with that one, brother. I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
All right. Hey, well, hopefully we'll get Steve back. Thanks for calling in, and again, go light with the cell phone. You know, make sure that you don't lubricate the hell out of it so you can't use it anymore.
Oh, don't worry. I clean my hand off before holding it. I still got a good grip on it.
That's what I'm afraid of, and that's what she said. There you go. All right. Hey, have a good night there, Ken. You take care.
You too, Cap.
All right. That was the one and only Asylum calling in, and again, I know my boy AJ can take my what do you call it? Slams. He's a sailor. He knows I'm kidding. Preakness in a month. There you go. Who said that? The great Ed Winchell. Thank you. And there's strawberry rookie card selling in the comment line. I think you're going to have to. Whoa, for $50, not bad. What's the grade on that? What's the grade on that there, Ed? $50, probably just maybe. It's not mint. I know it's not mint. Oh, and Steve called back. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. And we'll make sure we get Steve in here because again, I hate it when we can't have Steve in here. Hey, Steve, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I appreciate it, Captain. I hope you're in good health and everything. I hope everybody's having a happy and safe Labor Day weekend. You don't labor too much.
Yeah. I'm here, and even though I kind of look funny because I got my captain's hat on, so I have to put my earphones to the back, and I got like cords in front of me, which is it looks strange. Let me see if I can. Maybe I'll put it down like that. Talk to me, Steve. Maybe see if I can still hear you.
Sure. I like the touch that you did with the captain's wheel there. That makes it. That adds a lot of panache to the set there, my friend.
I like it. I do like it, and it is a real ship's wheel. So I gotta watch it because when I take it off of the sight line and I put it behind me, I've knocked it down twice, and I'm afraid that God forbid, and knock wood, I'm actually knocking the ship's wheel. I don't want to bust this because it's so nice. It's so very nice. I want to make sure I don't bust up my ship's wheel. So I will hopefully keep it in good spirits. So what's going on with you, brother?
Don't not much. Talking about chips and everything. Next time the Raiders play the Texans in Houston, we all have to get our Raider Nation down to a side trip down to Kima down there on Galveston Bay. I went out there with met some friends just to listen to some live music yesterday, and I was wearing my mask and. Right there at the channel, right there at the bay and everything, there was a lot of sailboats out there, and I was thinking about, Captain Jack and all the other great pirates that we have there in the realm of the Raider Nation, because there's a little bit of pirate in all of us, right, Captain?
In more ways than one, and that's a straight line I won't even go after as well.
Well, I just want to say, Captain, I'm very sorry about your Flyers, and I asked Siri that last night, and I saw it, and I said, oh my gosh, because I know how it is when you're a hockey fan, because it's not, excuse me, it's something that we do. I might have to call you back, Captain. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I'll call you right back.
Okay. Well, yeah, Steve.
I'll call you back.
You take care, brother. Be well. Get some lozenges.
I will. Hey, by the way, could you talk about Lou Brock? He's like Dizzy Dean. He's the great ambassador of the Cardinals, and it's a Sam Musial, and it's a great loss for Major League Baseball because he was such a great person, like Hank Aaron and all the other, Willie Mays and stuff. Could you comment about that? And everybody be safe and everything. And I'll talk to you soon. I meant to call the For Life crew, but I was working. And by the time I got done, the show was over. But I listened to that and Homer and all the other great shows. But I want to get your thoughts, Captain, about the Bowden thing. That kind of surprised me because I was talking to the IT person about my phone plan. He happened to be from Kentucky, and he spoke glowingly of, the quarterback got hurt for Kentucky last year, and he played quarterback. So I was thinking, oh man, if we get Edwards back there and Bowden back there, and all, Ruggs, what a thing is this a huge blow? I know it's a blow to the Raiders and everything, but like a Tyrell Williams, or what do you think? And I'll listen off the air, and God bless.
Okay, well, hey, thanks again, Steve. We'll talk about it, and you take care. Get some lozenges.
I will. I'll drink plenty of my favorite beverage, if you know what I mean.
You got it. Then go to bed. Then go. Don't drive and go to bed.
Hey, I'm not that old, Captain, and neither are you, brother. We still can keep up with the young guns, right?
You got it, brother.
Take care.
All right. Good night. That was Steve, and good hearing from him. Now Steve might not have heard, but Asylum's back in schedule, and we, like I said, I think we've spoken about it, and it was in the comments section. Lynn Bowden would have been a great player to have this year. But, and at Kentucky, I saw him at Kentucky. And I tell you, when you played Kentucky and he had all of those things going for him, the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver, I mean, he could do everything he wanted with the ball, and it was remarkable. So let me get Hot Neil real quick first. Okay, Hot Neil, don't worry about it. These minutes. Okay.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, 1 second, Hot Neil. I'm not going to let this time against you. I need to finish up the thoughts that Steve had, and then I'll get then your 5 minutes will start. So I don't want to jinx you out of your 5 minutes. I said Bowden would have been a great player to have with the Raiders, but it just didn't work out. And like they said, cut your losses quickly if you know it's going to be a problem, and you've identified it, then go ahead and cut the losses. Now, the one other thing I said with Lou Brock, the great player that he was, and I'm very sad to hear about his passing. Again, the Cardinals fleeced the Cubs, and I can't remember. They got a pitcher. I think his name was Wise. No, not Rick Wise, but somebody look up the Cardinals Cubs trade. Okay, it was almost as bad as when the Phillies got over on the Cardinals getting Steve Carlton for Rick Wise. So the Cardinals got away with one, and they got burned a couple years later. Steve Carlton going to the Phillies, Rick Wise going to the Cardinals. I can't remember who the Cubs got from the Cardinals gave up to the Cubs for Lou Brock. Great player. Looking into fall. Go there, Hot Neil. Good to hear from you. And again, the reason why, Hot Neil, that the profile doesn't work is because my profile is gone.
Yeah, I noticed that when you sent me a friend request today.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Captain.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's like I said, if you were a friend of mine, at least friend request me. Now I'll be honest. Unless if I have a good rapport with you over these years, I will accept it. But I've learned now from Mob Boss, and also Sharif Saleh Khan, otherwise known as the Black Thanos. They don't accept requests from people they don't know. So everybody will probably say, "Hey, we met da 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 da," and I know a lot of people, but I might not know you. So I'm going to be a little bit slower on the uptake, but please send me one, and at least this way I will get to them eventually. If I know you, you're in. And Hot Neil, trust me, I know you, so you'll definitely get that. Ernie Brolio.
No, I know.
Okay, there you go. Mike Sarah, thanks again. Ernie Brolio for Lou Brock? Are you kidding me? Man, what a gaffing trade that was. So, there you go. But, so what's going on with you? What's going on with you there, Hot Neil?
Well, I don't know if you saw the message I sent you yesterday when Homer was in live, but if you give me permission, if you give me a head count on how many people you think will come to, to an event, hanging out in a bar, I could do some magic
Where?
in your area.
In my
In your
area.
area. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. But see, here's the thing, Hot Neil. I ain't going out to any area until I'm allowed to go. So
Okay.
it's kind of like it's counterproductive. I will try to find a place, but
No, but you give me the numbers.
okay.
Remember, I used to be a DJ, and I used to go around your area a lot, and I know a lot of people, some people over there, and I could do some. You give me some numbers, I'll do some magic.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, though, and I'm telling you, Hot Neil, being a Raider fan here in Tampa, even before they picked up some quarterback from New England, is hard because the bars here, unless you can guarantee them a good 35 people a game, they don't want to talk to you because they won't give you the time of day. So
I know that.
That's why I'm saying it's hard. So I'm just letting you know that as well. It's not it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I know. I don't like to mention the Fishes, the Miami Dolphins, but that happened to a friend of mine. He said he was bringing 100 people, ended up only 10 people in that day, and they kicked him out.
Yeah, that's right.
So, if you want we want to make sure if you get an account for me, we got to make sure everybody comes.
Yeah, and
we don't need no consideration on the last minute.
Yeah,
here's the thing. If you give me permission, I'll be your coordinator. I'll be glad to help you out with that.
Well, I appreciate that, and I do. But here's the thing: people will always say, "Hey, man, I want to do this, and man, let's do that, and yada yada yada." And for example, because Becky, by the way, Becky, yes, I still have patches. Because Becky was asking, I still have patches.
Yeah.
But that's a good example. When I put my patch up, my God, you would have thought that I needed to buy 1,000. Because all the people that were, oh, that's great, that's awesome, I want one, yada, 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 yada. Well, right now, I still have my original order. And I still have at least 30. So, and I thought I was going to have to immediately get a stock for another 200. Well, I bought my 200 again, but I'm still on my original order. So, and I'm not saying that not to push my patches. That ain't the point. The point is that people will say one thing, and then when it comes down to time to do it or to buy it or to do it, just doesn't happen. So it's just the way it is.
All right, do me a favor, Captain. Put me down for one patch for me, and I'll send you. I promise you, next month I'll save the money and tell me how much it is, and I'll send it through your app cash, or I'll send it to your PO box.
Okay. I do PayPal, or you'll have to send it to my house.
Okay, I'll send it to your house then.
Okay.
Inbox me with that information, please.
I will. I'll send you my address off screen.
Okay. So like I want to say, Mom is a lot better. She's back home.
Good.
But I want to get something out of my chest. We had to work as a team, as Raider Nation, okay? Because I told Homer, I back him up anytime he wants, okay? And we got to help each other, not shut him down. And I'm sick and tired of the people out there bullying around Raider Nation. I just got bullied today. I didn't blast them up on Facebook. But they are saying that I'm a fake, saying that I don't get along with the Raider Nation. They say that I disrespect the Raiders. Never in my entire life I have asked anything to any Raiders. And if you can see my profile, I got a lot of I respect women, and I respect my nation. So whoever sent me that text, come and tell me in my face, and we're going to go one-on-one.
Okay.
I just want to get that off my chest, Captain, and I'm sorry. I don't know if it was from your show or who was it? Because when I changed the name, it was a bogus name.
Well, then don't, you know what? Don't stress it, man. Don't stress it. If it's one of those things, because a lot of people will say X, Y, and Z, and just don't worry about it. Do not worry about it.
Because right there in your show, I respect every female comes live.
Yeah.
Even the females that are up there right now, I respect them. I don't disrespect them. I never say any bogus or anything to disrespect them. If I ask for your friendship, I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. Just want I'll be texting you. Your birthday comes along, I'll be sending you a message. Happy birthday to you. I'm sick and tired of people blowing out there saying BS about me. Because I do not disrespect female or male.
Okay.
So just give me a head count and I'll see what I can do, Captain.
Well, like I
I'm
said,
heading towards them.
we'll work on it, but again, first off, I got to be allowed to get out of the house, and if it comes down to it, if it's like what?
There's no rush. There's no rush. Whenever you're ready, Captain.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the Raider G. Thanks for calling in there, Hot Neil. Always good hearing from you.
Likewise.
All right, that was Hot Neil, and we go to Raider G here. Raider G. Rocking in the house. How you doing, brother? What's up with you?
Whack 'em, sack 'em, damn it, crack 'em. He has the #1 Raiders podcast in all of YouTube. He is the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Jack. Rock 'em.
Whoa!
Woo!
All right.
Hey, one more week, baby. One more week before we bust somebody in the ass.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Can't wait.
I can't wait either. Hey, I know the hour's late, but I just wanted to call and talk about the Bowden trade. I'm okay with it. The thing is, and again, we really don't. I saw Mike Mayock's interview today, and he was saying that it was strictly a football decision. It was nothing personal, nothing that he did off the field. They did their homework and everything. And he basically, took ownership of the mess up. He said, it was all on me. He said, because when Bowden was at Kentucky, he played slot. He played, he played slot. He played quarterback, but he did not play running back. He was a running quarterback, but he did not play a running back per se. So, which kind of baffled me when we drafted him and, the Raiders came out and said that he was going to be as a running back. We all know that in Gruden's system, and you have to do more as a running back besides carry the ball. And then when I heard that report of him being blown up in training camp when he couldn't sustain a block or whatever, I knew that pretty much his days were numbered. But it was, we didn't give up a pick. We basically wasted a pick because remember, Captain J, this past draft, we had 3 third-round picks.
Right.
And that was a gamble getting him anyway. Because most teams don't have flashes. And I think, all of us in Raider Nation, we were kind of excited that, hey, we got, sort of this gadgetry type person that can play 3 positions. And, it's just an added weapon for Derek Carr. But, at the end of the day, and I've heard a couple of people say it, it's better to cut your losses before you realize, hey, you know what, we should have cut him a long time ago. And, we did get back a 4th-round pick that we originally lost to Miami. And I think it was several days ago, John Gruden had touched on it. He said that they were actually looking at Raekwon, what's his last name? Raekwon McMillan. Mm-hmm. They were looking at him coming out of Ohio State. So, we need all the help that we can get at linebacker. I would rather have a well-respected linebacker than, a flash type person. Just want your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not going to disrespect the kid, and
right.
Again, and I'm glad that they said that what is it? Mayock said it wasn't an issue about him, personality, or a character issue. Because if it's a character issue, then why the fuck did you draft him? And he said that it wasn't that. Now, if you remember though, right, the incident over at his grandmother's house happened after the draft. So it was after all of the things that had happened, and he was already drafted. And again, it was a ice. I think it was an ice raid, where it was a ATF or ice, not ice. I'm sorry, that wrong thing. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms raided his grandma's house, and they said that there was issues there. So but he wasn't arrested. So again, it wasn't a character on him, but it was a flag that immediately went up. Oh shit, the fucking Raiders got another guy who's kind of cheesy and all this other stuff, and it wasn't like that. It was purely like you said. He was having trouble in camp picking up the blitzers, and if you're a running back, you better be able to do more than catch and run the ball. You better be able to block. And if you can't do that and your quarterback is relying on you to pick up that blitzer, you're gone. And
you're gone.
And that was the issue. Now I was a little surprised. I was a little surprised that he was cut almost immediately, but the point is that they got that 4th rounder back. They swapped the 5th and the 6th, which is what it amounted to. So they ended up getting the 4th back. And so, no harm, no foul. And we'll use the capital next year. And so it's not going to happen this year. That just means that one other running back that maybe would not have made it otherwise might have that opportunity. I also saw that we got rid of Theo Riddick. And I'm like, I got to look at the 53. I really do. I got to look at what the final 53 is, because there are players on there that I'm not even aware that I would even have them on the team, but I haven't had a chance to yet. So I'm going to look at what the final 53 is. And, I know Clowney ain't coming because he signed with the Titans. So all those people are saying that we were finally going to get Clowney. No, he's not there. And all those people said Adrian Peter. And I'm not just macking on AJ. I'm not slamming you, brother. People were saying, hey, Adrian Peterson. Nope, went to the Lions. And it's a matter of fit and personnel. And it just wasn't there for Adrian Peterson and our boy. So we'll see that, and I'm so very stoked about whatever our final 53 is, and I think we'll be the better of it.
Yeah, and I was one of those Raider fans, Captain J, that was kind of hoping that we would get AP, and because I was trying to connect the dots, because it was Jay Gruden that really brought Adrian Peterson to the Redskins, and as soon as he was let go, I'm thinking him and John Gruden was immediately on the phone, and he was giving John all of the stuff about AP and that we would sign him. And especially if you really looked at how we used Josh Jacobs last year, he took a pounding. And we used Josh Jacobs in a way that he was not used at Alabama. He was not an every down back at Alabama. But we used him that way last year. And as you can see, he didn't last the whole season. So I really wanted another thumper-type running back to take that pressure off of Josh Jacobs. And AP, he knows he's 35 years old. He pretty much knows, I'm in the twilight of my career. So I know that whatever team signs me, I'm not going to get 25 carries a game. But if he could take like 10 to 15 carries a game to take the load off of Josh Jacobs, plus our offensive line is much, much better than Washington's. I thought it was a win-win situation. But as far as our 53, the only running backs that we kept, to my knowledge, we kept Ingold, the fullback. We have Josh Jacobs, Jalen Richard, Devontae Booker, and I think that's it.
Okay.
Josh Jacobs, Devontae Booker. Yeah, and I think that's it. When we cut Bowden, that really got me interested. I'm saying, okay, now they're just making room for AP, because I was one of the ones that was kind of hopeful that we would sign him, but obviously it did not happen. So we kept 4 tight ends, and I'm just going off of memory here. Our practice squad has already been assembled. The kid from UNLV, he's on the practice squad. I don't know if you heard or not. The linebacker who they raved about.
Yep.
So he's on the practice squad, and so I feel really, really good about the 53-man roster, and we'll see what happens.
We will. And again, I I would have won that bet. Actually, I wish Jason would have given me another bet, because he was saying that Javen, whatever his name is, was going to make the 53-man roster, and because of the way he was playing, and the kid out of UNLV. And I said, well, okay, if you say it, but if and I almost made another bet with Jason, and it didn't. By the way, congratulations for Jason for winning the Captain Jack Raider pin set that was available yesterday during the
congratulations.
Thing with for NorCal Raider Rick. And by the way, you guys can still contribute to that. Just because the raffles are over doesn't mean I ain't going to open up my heart because I ain't going to win anything. No, you win something by giving. Okay, so if you want to help out another Raider, a shipmate of ours, NorCal Raider Rick, who I'm sure a lot of people know, just had his brain surgery. And he didn't ask, but he definitely needs some money. Hey, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna let Jared talk in, brother.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, Captain. Talk to you soon.
All right, that was good to hear from G. Always a pleasure. And as we go from there, we got our Pittsburgh report from Jared. Jared, what am I missing sports that I didn't talk about yet?
Well, Captain Jack, all I can say is the Steelers brought back an old familiar face, however, and cut down Mr. Ducky. However, Mr. Duck Hodges has been given his release, and apparently it brought Josh Dobbs back and Sean Davis back to the roster, apparently today, however, doing their roster cut. So Duck Hodges' days in the Steelers is over, apparently.
The Duck Master is gone. Okay, well.
Yes, the Duck Master is gone, yes.
Okay, well, gotta go. And by the way, Sheila, permission granted to come aboard. I apologize. Crossing the quarterdeck. She's definitely here. What else there, GA?
We had my fantasy football draft tonight with my dad, my uncle, and my cousins and that. And surprisingly, how I was actually ended up with the fourth pick overall in the draft tower. My first pick in the draft tower, pick 4, surprisingly, was Mr. Henry from Tennessee. But I ended up with 3 Steelers on my team: Claypool, Roethlisberger in the 5th round, and then I ended up taking the Steelers. Who else did I have? I had Benny Snell in the 10th round. So I had some 3 Steelers on my team this year. Surprisingly.
Now, I understand about the now it's called like being cuffed to somebody.
Yeah.
Are you got your handcuffs already worked out as well?
Yeah, I'm hoping that if he can step in right away and stay healthy, because I got 2 solid backups behind Ben and Jimmy G and Josh Allen from Buffalo. But I think I have a solid team. I mean, I told Eddie, I said last year, last year I started 3-1, and then right as soon as October hit, I went into a funk until early November. I went absolutely winless in October, and then I tried to save any doubts, however, before the season was over, but I ended up in the top 4 spot, somehow snuck in, and I bowed out after the first round of the press because Drew Brees absolutely crapped the bed for me in October last year.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll have you know what? I hope everybody has a good October this year, because here's something that I've been thinking about. Now, granted, I normally go out on Halloween and have like a dinner instead of causing tooth decay amongst the neighborhood kids. I figure it's a better use of money, taking somebody special out for an anniversary for Halloween. And so yeah, it's Halloween anniversary. But I don't buy candy. But here's the thing: with COVID, what are they going to do for Halloween this year? I'm thinking about these things. These things. What about the balls with Santa and all the things like that? You still got to think about that, So we are not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination, man.
And then tomorrow night we got college football on. We got BYU and Yankees playing, and then next Monday night we start Monday Night Football. Whereas on Thursday we have the 2 richest quarterbacks playing, Mr. Mahomes, and now we can say Deshaun Watson after hitting that big extension yesterday.
And I definitely believe that Deshaun Watson has earned the money that he is getting, rather than the other guy that's sitting in the same state has not.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. I think Watson.
Well, the
has
thing
earned
with
it.
Houston is, I think Bill O'Brien right now is one of those coaches this year that really right now has to have a solid year if he wants to save his job in Houston. Because right now, I think he's one of the coaches that really is under the microscope this year.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, and he's not well liked. Not even on his team, even in his. I think the only reason why he still has a job is because what's it? McNair is their owner, right?
No, McNair passed away last year. I think it's his son or one of the McNair family members owns the team now. Yes.
Okay, well, but there's still a McNair. That's what I meant. So,
I believe so. Yes.
Right. So he is so attuned in that family where I think that they don't want to get rid of him because they'll be at the ridicule of everybody. And remember, China was sitting there as a Texas Glamazon. Love you, honey, and we'll definitely want to make sure that we get your opinion on this. Why have they not gotten rid of Bill O'Brien there? And I know that Raider at China, the former Texans Glamazon, will give her insight into that when I hear from her later on. No pressure, honey. I just when you get a chance to call. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he is still on that team. I'm really surprised, especially when he got rid of D-Hop. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. And then today we had Kalani sign with Tennessee for 1 year, $15 million with Tennessee. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God. But you know what? I think that might be a very very advantageous pickup that not a lot of people are talking about. Because remember, Tennessee was a whisper away. Tennessee was a whisper away, and they had the Chiefs. They were up, 21 or 24?
21, 24, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were up on the Chiefs, and they couldn't put them away. You put Jadeveon Clowney on that team, even if it's and it's probably a 1 year deal, right?
Yeah, 1 year, 20 year, 15 mil. Yeah.
There you go. You put Jadeveon Clowney on that Tennessee team, and maybe things happen for that team, and everybody's talking about the Ravens, but remember how good the Titans were last year. Remember the Titans, just like the movie. Remember the Titans. Yep. And so I'm kind of glad that we don't have to face them again this year. I mean, if we do face them, it'll be I don't mind playing the Titans this year, which means we made the playoffs and they did too.
Exactly. Well, we have a 10-team league in our fantasy family football league that we do with my uncle, my dad, my brother-in-law, my cousin, his soon-to-be wife. This is her first year in the league. But looking at the draft tonight, Howard, I mean, we were looking at the order, Howard, and I'll tell you what, there were some surprises out of the first 5 picks, Howard. I mean, the first pick, Howard, my cousin, his son took Christian McCaffrey. Then my uncle took Saquon Barkley. Then my cousin Paul took Ezekiel. I drafted 6 and 4. And, I mean, I was surprised those two went off the board quickly. But then I figured, okay, I'm going to keep the running back system going. The real surprise came afterward. At 5, my dad took Lamar Jackson. And I said, Lamar is hitting him that early in the first round? I was like, I'm like, why aren't you taking another running back or at least a receiver? But yeah, he took Lamar Jackson at 5, and I'm wondering, is Lamar going to be able to be worth a first-round pick and being in the top 5? Everyone had him like late first round, early mid-second round, possibly.
Well, like I said, we'll see. We'll see it. I mean, I think it, and this is not haterade. This is not haterade, but I think the Ravens come back down to the pack a little bit. I mean, I know Matt Bouchane is probably saying, well, don't forget about my Browns. Yeah.
Who?
I'm going to forget. Yeah. I'm going to forget
Matt,
about the Browns.
Let me tell you one thing about your Browns real quick, buddy. You better hope Baker stays healthy this year. You better hope OBJ doesn't whine.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to take that call because I know who it is. Yeah, it is. I got to eat crow in front of Jimmy Farrell. Thanks again, there, brother.
Go ahead. I'll
care.
talk to you Tuesday with Angela then.
All right. Be well. And we're gonna hear from. I already had him on. There you go. I got you already. Damn! I hate those extra rings. James Farrell, how are you doing, brother? Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy Farrell. Okay, you guys heard me. I said hello to Jimmy Farrell. I can't hear Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy, I am not hanging up on you out of spite. I am not hanging up on you out of hate. I am hanging up on you because I can't hear you. So I'm going to let you go, and I know you will call back. I know, there you go. He even hung up on me. I wasn't going to hang up on Jimmy because I'm going to hear from Jimmy. There, see, here it is again. Hopefully we get it this time. And I'm here. Jimmy Farrell, you here?
Hey.
There you go. I hear you now. What's going on, brother?
Well, how are you doing?
How you doing? Hey, how you doing, eh? How you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Thanks for showing up for Game 7.
No, actually, I did, but my team did not.
No.
No.
How fast did you take your jersey off?
Oh, I kept it on all. No. I kept my jersey on the entire game until I still had it kind of like, I had it like half off with like 30 seconds to go. I think I was out of the jersey technically with about 10 seconds to go when I saw that it was, I mean, they were down 4 goals. I mean, it was, but I kept it on all game. I am not like that. Just like when I go to a Raider game, I don't leave a Raider game until there's triple zeros on the clock. I am not that fan. I'm not that fan. I stick around, brother.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it was a hard, tough series. It's going to be even tougher the next series. I just found out Stamkos is not coming back.
Ah, okay. Well, so you know what? That might be something that is to not might be, that is to your benefit, because a full Lightning team, I think, including Stamkos, would be the overriding factor of why I'm still picking the Lightning over the Islanders, not out of hate, but I think that they have a better team. I like their goaltending a lot better. I think that they have better players. Not having Stamkos is going to be a bitch, but I will take that week off that the Lightning have had, a week off when the Islanders have been playing and getting gassed, going to Game 7 with the Flyers. I'll take that as a good rest. And when you heard that Stamkos ain't coming back, is that for the entire playoffs or that just for this next series?
The entire playoffs. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, some teams who are off the week and they play a team that, say, like had like a day off, it kind of like it kind of benefits the person who didn't take the week off.
Oh, that's true. That's true for maybe the first game. Because it's like, remember, and I quote Mike Tyson when I say this, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, okay? That's true.
Right.
But I will take rest with a really good team, and maybe they might come out the first period against the Islanders, who are playing on all cylinders, obviously, that they eliminated the Flyers. I said the Flyers did not show up in Game 7, but I will take that rest, even if they have a shitty first period. But I'm thinking by mid-second period, it's like, okay, guys, we're really in a game here. So I'll take the rest and, maybe get knocked in the mouth to remind them that this is who wants to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. And I'll still take the Lightning. I really couldn't lose between the Flyers and the Lightning this year. I knew that one of them was going to be, in my estimation, one of them should be in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I'm still like almost there.
Yeah. Stamkos didn't play the last series, did he?
No, Stamkos has not played at all. He has not played since they came back. So he's been injured since since March, and they thought that maybe the time off would have helped him, and they were actually trying to have him come back for the play. But I mean, and here's the thing: he's your captain, and you have all your money, or I should say all your money, but a lot of your money invested in him for the future. It's unfortunate because he always seems to get injured right before the playoffs. He always seems to get injured, and they don't have him for the playoffs. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Lightning have not won a Stanley Cup since the games with what's his nose that now is the coach, Tortorella. They have not won a Stanley Cup since Torts took them to the Stanley Cup, mainly because either Stamkos is injured or Hedman is injured, and Hedman was injured that one game. And I said, oh, my God, if he's out, then the Lightning are finished. Well, he came back the next game, and that was actually, I think it was when I think they were playing in the round robin. I think that was against either the Flyers or the game before the Flyers. But I tell you, Hedman has played remarkably for the Lightning, and to me, he's their best all-around player. And he was like a Norris Trophy winner.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was. And I'm telling you, a surprise team is. I told a buddy of mine when the series started, is Dallas. Dallas is playing very well. Even though they went to 7 games, they're beating Vegas right now 1-0. Don't be surprised if that team could be in the finals.
Well, Dallas got by the Lanch, and everybody was picking the Lanch and Vegas in the finals, and they said that the Avalanche actually had a better team. I think the Lanch had a really, really good team, but their goaltending just wasn't up to par to Vegas's, and I think that might be the deciding factor. But if Dallas can get past the Avalanche, there's no reason why. And I know I'm going to get some hate here from all of the Woodwork fans that are now fans of the Golden Knights. I love their uniforms, by the way. If I'm going to get another jersey, I'm going to get a Golden Knights hockey jersey because it's fucking awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the grays and the blacks and all the things like that. So I'll get a Golden Knights jersey with Captain Jack on it, kind of like I have my own Captain Jack Lightning jersey. But I don't have a Captain Jack Flyer jersey. All my jerseys and Flyers are regular jerseys. But, I love their jerseys, but, it takes more than a jersey to win a Stanley Cup. So they got to get past Dallas, and Dallas is a very good team. So we'll see what happens there.
Now, I just read that this Junior got traded. I'm not liking this trade at all. I don't know why they got rid of him. I thought it'd be an impact on the team. I mean, to get rid of a 6th round for a 4th round pick, I don't know if I like this trade at all. What do you think?
Are you're talking about the Bowden trade?
Yeah. I'm not happy with that.
Well, here's the thing, though. Remember, they got back the 4th rounder that they had given the Dolphins a couple days before for Raekwon McMillan. So they got that 4th rounder back, and they swapped the 5 and a 6. And they got a 5th. Right. They ended up getting a 5th, okay, plus their 4th round back, okay. Gave up a 6th. If I'm not, I might be wrong on that, but I believe that the Raiders got the 5th rounder from the Dolphins for Bowden, and they ended up getting their 4th rounder back. So basically, the 4th rounder stayed, and they ended up.
Why? They just drafted this guy. Why? Didn't have any high hopes for this guy?
Well, why did they get now? And I'm gonna read from what AJ the elder was saying, that there's some talk around Vegas that the nightlife was a little much for him, shall we say? If that's true, and again, that was not addressed in the and I'm reading this from AJ, who is in Vegas. Apparently, the nightlife was a bit of a distraction. Let's just say that. If that is true, and he wasn't picking up his blocks, and he wasn't picking up his routes, and he
Right.
wasn't all in. Better to cut bait now. Better to cut bait now.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a no-no in Vegas. You can't be doing that. So as far as the 50-man roster, is there any like big names that got cut? Any surprises that you noticed about the new roster this year?
I'll be very honest. I haven't checked all of the names about who's available. I'll probably do that tomorrow on Labor Day, because it'll be my labor to go through and find out if there's somebody I like. But I don't know. I mean, I've liked everybody that we've had in camp, and I know that this is, whoever it is the strongest 53 we've had in a while. It's the strongest 53 we've had in a while. So I'm honest about that. Now, that doesn't mean, and remember last year when Mike Mayock said, we are always looking to make our team better. We're always looking to make our team better. So if that's true, if there's somebody out, that's fucking gone. Oh no, it's just a liner. Okay, I thought it was a home run. It's just the way it looked. If that's true, then we'll see. But I like what we got. And one thing I like about this year, because of COVID, you can have a practice squad, and there's a non-eligibility for. I mean, you can have on a veteran on your practice squad because of COVID, and obviously they bent the rules this year because of this, and I think that it's a good rule, and they've expanded the practice squad. So we'll see that. Hey, Jimmy, again.
One more thing. Can I ask you something? Why is there no statue of Al Davis at the stadium?
What's that? What?
Why is there no statue of Al Davis at the stadium?
Because they have the eternal flame for Al Davis there.
They gotta have some kind of statue. So you got $1 billion stadium. You can't put some statue in front of the where they put the bricks. You can't put a statue or something right there.
Well, you know what? Go ahead, and I like the idea. I mean, I'm not saying that it won't happen in the future, but maybe it's just the fact that Mark thought it was more because there was the eternal flame for Al Davis in Oakland, that they wanted to keep that idea going. I don't know. Maybe in the future they'll have a statue of him there as well. But I mean that's all on the organization, brother. I don't know.
I don't know. I just find that odd. I mean, most I'm hearing the Tom Seaver statue is definitely coming next season.
Well, that was overdue, and the fucking Mets blew it on that. When he had Alzheimer's late in his career, and then they finally decided that they were going to pay homage to the greatest Met ever. And no, it's not Willie Mays, because Willie Mays to me is a giant, okay? The greatest Met ever is Tom fucking Seaver. And it's a disgrace that they have waited this long, and even after his death, to figure this shit out. It's just stupid.
Mind-boggling, I know. All right, Captain, I'm going to let you go. All I'm going to say is that it's a must-win tomorrow night.
Okay.
Must-win.
Okay, well, you'll keep me in tune. I'll be watching, but I'll be wearing my Lightning hat from now on.
Okay, take care.
All right, take care, partner. That was Jimmy Farrell. You don't need to knock him out anymore, and I'm gonna try to get all of the. I gotta figure out here. Yada 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 yada. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get back with the line. I need to say this as well. Okay, I am pushing this on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook right now, I can't read your comments. Why? Because I'm pushing it on 2 pages of Facebook. My new profile and my persona page. So if you're watching I'm not going to have 3 fucking screens up with comments. I'm not doing it. I barely, and okay, I can probably do 2 screens, but 3, not going to do it. So if you're watching on Facebook and you've been here for about an hour and a half, and I didn't shut the feed, I didn't shut the feed. But eventually that's going away too. Get over to YouTube. You are only preventing yourself from winning a Marcus Allen helmet. You're only preventing yourself from winning a Marcus Allen helmet. And the reason why I say that, and I'm gonna grab Doc here while he's here. Okay, Doc, don't go away. I'm not starting your time yet. But if you were on Facebook and you refuse to go to YouTube, you're just screwing it up for everybody. I'm just saying that. Because here's the other thing. If you are on YouTube and you get somebody else to subscribe, and they say, hey, Captain Jack, Joe Schlabotnik told me to come subscribe to your page. Well, Joe Schlabotnik gets an extra share, or gets an extra entry for the Marcus Allen helmet, because Joe Schlabotnik wanted to get that helmet out. And every time you share the show on YouTube, you show me a share from the YouTube feed, not from Facebook. Not from Facebook. From YouTube. You get an extra entry. So there you go. It's got to be a YouTube share, not the Facebook share. So there it is. If you do an extra entry, 5 per night for different places, that's 5 extra entries. And Raider Oso has 20 extra entries pending what he did tonight. Vanessa has 10 extra entries pending what he did tonight. And yes, Matt Bouchane has 1 extra entry. I didn't forget about you, Matt. Matt Bouchane has an extra entry. So if he wins, I'm giving him a gift certificate. Because I'm not sending him a damn Marcus Allen helmet. Not doing it. Not doing it. I love you, Matt, but I ain't sending you a Marcus Allen helmet when I know you're a fucking Browns fan. Not doing it. I'll send you your gift certificate. So there you go. Matt Bouchane, fuck you. The Raiders were 7-9, but they were 9-7 because the NFL fucked them out of 2 games. Go ahead, Doc. I'm gonna get to the comment lines as well. Go ahead.
Hey, well, I tried to call you the other night, but I only have that Google Home number. I don't know if you got the message or not.
Yes.
I was trying to support you, man. I was watching the game, and I was like, come on, guys, do it for Captain. I was cussing for you.
Yeah.
I was about to kick my own TV. But, hey, hats off to the Flyers, hats off to the Islanders. Better than both. I'm not going to talk no crap because my team's in the basement.
Yeah.
But, hey, good season. Come back. I think you'll come back stronger next year. So,
yeah.
That's just the way it goes. But, the good, the bad, the ugly, so they say. But, hey, just keep your head up. Y'all played great. You took it to Game 7.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Doc. I appreciate that.
Now, on the Bowden thing, if you ain't doing this, if you ain't blocking good, you might as well do the cutting that way. You can get something, and you get a lot more value out of it. You keep him for a year, and he messes up on the field, you get less. So I think they made a good move.
Yeah. And again, and somebody was saying, I don't buy the it's not a football thing, or that it was purely a football move. But if the guy had social issues, I don't want to have that guy on my team. And I think that AJ said it himself when he said, we don't need that shit. We had a guy by the name or the initials of AB last year that was all about AB. And I'm not saying that Bowden was the guy, but you know what? If that's true, he's not going to be a fit in Miami either, because I tell you, there's lots of pussy in Miami, and he's going to get in trouble there too. I said it. I said the P word.
If it is true, it just shows that Mike Mayock's got some class. He knows he's a young gentleman that's out of college, and is going to give him a second chance somewhere else. So by not diming him out and giving him a second chance somewhere else. Hey, sometimes some people don't fit your organization, but fit well somewhere else.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
So I wish, I wish him well, but not too much well because it ain't for us.
That's right.
Now, I got a question for you. I know you didn't see the 53-man roster,
Uh-huh.
but have you heard anything about the receivers, and specifically receivers? Who do we keep? Who do we let go? Have you heard anything on receivers?
No. And I have not looked, but I'm thinking right now, and somebody could tell me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking it's Ruggs and Edwards, Aguilar, Renfro, Zay Jones, and maybe Gafford, because I know that Doss and Aitman were cut already. So if I'm going with 6, I'm going that Gafford was the number 6 guy.
So you think Terrell Williams is gone?
Well, Terrell Williams is on the IR.
Oh, so they put him on IR. Okay.
Yeah, Terrell Williams is on the IR.
Okay. Well, that's smart. If they put him on the IR, then if they do need him later on in the season, if he's well enough, then they can bring him back. I think it's after game 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I really don't think he's going to be back. I really don't think he's going to be back. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, it is Gafford. So good. So I had it right. Not bad for an old man and not having looked. So Gafford was the number 6 receiver. Yay! Hey, I'm pretty smart for an old fuck, ain't I? There you go.
It all depends where that tear's at. And if it was a complete tear or a partial tear. He'd be better off if it's a complete tear. So, it all depends on, they didn't really go too specific as far as I saw on how bad of a tear it was or what. So it all depends on that because, it might be painful to lift your hands and arms, but it all depends. So, well, main thing is I'm just waiting for next week. I'm waiting to see how we do. I think Carolina's going to be a good little tune-up for us and a good test. They got a great running back. So we'll see how good our rushing defense is. I want to see what Malik Collins and them do on plugging that hole. Can we keep McCaffrey under a total yards of 100? That's passing and running combined.
I don't think
That's
so.
That's going to be a big test for us.
I
think it's going to be a big test if we can.
Yeah.
You don't think we can keep them under 100?
No, I don't think so. And the reason why I say that is because the best defenses in the NFL last year couldn't keep McCaffrey under 100 yards. And it's funny because somebody, and I missed it, the last time I had a show, which I think would have been Thursday. And by the way, folks, I had a show on Friday. It was the Black Shield and Galleon Wheel webcast with Jared Bunch. Go back and watch it. And I got a Black Shield and Galleon Wheel webcast tomorrow with Bob Grant. So just because it's Labor Day doesn't mean you're not going to get some good stuff. So go back and watch the interview with Jared Bunch. Go and watch the interview with Bob Grant tomorrow on Monday. And then on Friday, I'm going to have Mr. Jack Squirick on. So I'm 6 days, man. 6 days. I take a day off on Saturday. And then I'm back again on Sunday. But it's like from here on out, I'm working, baby. I'm working. So make sure you are here. And obviously the Tuesday and Wednesday show is going to be on the 4Life channel. I'm sorry there, Doc. I went into a rant. But it's on
go for it. Go for it,
it's on the 4Life channel. It's on her channel because we alternate. But I'm working, baby. I'm working. Make sure you are tuned in to 4Life. So there you go. Well, I'm sorry, Doc. I missed your. About the run defense. And no, I think that McCaffrey, he's either gonna blow up. There's gonna be either a catch or a run, and it's just gonna be an explosive play. And when you accumulate all the rest of it, it's gonna be over 100 yards. I would be very surprised if it's under 100 yards.
Well, I was just wondering how their offense is going to change with Bridgewater instead of Cam Newton or the other quarterback they had last year. Because I wonder if Bridgewater's going to spread the wealth a little bit more than they did before. So that's why that, plus we have no preseason, plus with a new coach, new scheme. I was wondering if we could just catch them at the right time.
I certainly hope, but I'm not
counting
on it.
Not counting on it.
Yeah,
I'm not counting on it.
No, I ain't counting on it, man. I mean, here's all that matters to me is a W at the end of the game. Just win, baby. And I know that I overuse that. Some other guy overused that as well. But that's what it really amounts to is like, if we don't keep McCaffrey, let's say McCaffrey goes for 125, okay? But we win the game, then now it's a successful game.
That's true. Hey, you're right. The main stat is the W.
Right.
The W and L is the main stat. I agree with you. I agree 100% with that. But you will have your show Monday night. I guess I'll have my TV on the Navy game, and then I'll be listening to you on the computer.
Yeah, well, I'll be watching Navy tomorrow. Do you know what channel he's on?
No, I haven't looked yet.
Okay.
I know it's just BYU. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of the. I'm hoping ESPN, but I can't swear on that.
Okay. Well, I'll look because again, I like to watch sports. I mean, I'm watching ESPN right now. I don't know why I had on ESPN. I think maybe because I had it on some, but they're showing Lou Brock again. May he rest in peace. And again,
great ball player.
Yeah,
great
he
ball
was.
player.
Yeah, he was. And Matt was the one that said it was Ernie Broglio. I didn't realize, or maybe I kind of forgot, it was actually a 6-player trade. But it was basically Brock and Broglio were the two named players. And Don Webb is right, damn it. Tom Seaver did pitch a fucking no-hitter for the fucking Reds. He didn't pitch it for the Mets. He pitched it later in his career. So
yeah, he was to say Reds then.
Yeah.
And he also got his 3,000 strikeout as a Red, if I'm not mistaken.
No, actually, I think he got his 3,000 strikeout as a Yankee.
Was it a Yankee? I thought he got one record as a Red, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid. I thought it was 3,000, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, look. Doc, look that up because the reason why I say that was because Coach Muddle was saying that he saw, he was there for the game where Tom Seaver was a Yankee, and he actually did it in New York. And I'm pretty sure it was either 3,000. It was either his 3,000 strikeout or his 300th win, one or the other.
Well, I thought it was 3,000 strikeout with the Reds. I thought I could remember as a kid watching the game, but I could be wrong. I remember, as I get older, or how memory goes, you catch a fish, it was this big, and then when you get older, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you go.
And pretty soon, it's so big that you said, but it was, my arms can't even show
His name was Jaws at the end.
There you go. You're going to need a bigger boat, brother. You're going to need a bigger boat. That's all I got to say.
Now, the only thing that scares me now is we had 2 great players recently passed, Tom Seaver and now Lou Brock.
And it comes in
and
threes.
I hate to say it, but it comes in threes.
Comes in threes. You're
and
right.
I just
jinx it. Don't jinx it. Don't put a name out there. I am
not going to put a name out there.
Yeah, because
you're talking about bad trades and letting players go. I still think one of the worst was between the Yankees and the Red Sox with Babe Ruth, and then I think the Reds letting Pete Rose go to the Expos was pretty bad.
Okay.
I just, but that's, the Rose to the Expos really hurt me more than anything because I'm a big Pete Rose fan. I know you are too because we went to the Phillies with him and Mike Smith.
Yeah.
That was a really good duo together, believe it or not. I'm not a big Phillies fan, but I got to say them two play really well together. Actually, I think they're still pretty close friends.
They are. And in fact, I have a couple things. Obviously, I have the Rose Philadelphia jersey, and again, one of these days when I'm kind of late to do it this year because it's a COVID year. I had planned in the off season that all the Raider things on the wall, I was going to have baseball and hockey represented and then move things around. But then, the COVID came into existence and I didn't do it. But next year, if I'm still kicking, and God help me, I'm doing the here. This is wood. There you go. I think you guys can hear this. If I'm still kicking next year, I'm going to have the where you can see, because you guys have seen Rich Gannon and Jim Otto for a long time, but I'm going to have a Kucherov Lightning jersey, a Pete Rose and Larry Boa Phillies jersey, a Carlton Phillies jersey, the Cash Rays jersey. I'm going to have these jerseys shown so you guys can see that they're, that we all talk about other things, and hopefully you'll have it as a backdrop, and so you'll be able to see things like that. But yeah, we'll have it on here. We'll have it on here, Doc.
Now, my two biggest but Pete Rose memorabilia things that I have a picture of him when he broke the record of Ty Cobb, and he's standing on first base tipping his hat.
Yep.
Bat and helmet. Now, Trivial Pursuit question. Who was the first baseman standing beside him?
Pete Rose with the record. He did it against, it was Eric Shaw, right?
Nope, it was the Padres. But
right. No. I know that. Eric Shaw was the pitcher for the Padres, and it was Steve Garvey at first base.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I went too soon. I apologize.
Man, I was getting there, man. I was getting there because I knew the play. Yeah. God damn it, Doc. You're killing.
but I got something else you would like to have.
Okay.
Now I bought it years ago, and I got lucky. I got it for like $600.
Okay.
Not the best shape, but I have Pete Rose's rookie card.
I do too.
The four little.
Yep, the four square, because it's
yes, sir.
It's Pedro McMullen is on there as a Yankee. I think Wise, the guy for the White Sox. Pete Rose, and so it's Wise, McMullen, Pete Rose, and I forget who the fourth guy is. I got that card as well, and I will show it to anybody that wants to know it.
Oh yeah, it was worth every penny, and I would never. It's something I will never sell, never get rid of.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it's worth, but I got that.
I don't know
one.
what it is now. Cards have went down, and now they're starting to come back again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They used to have a magazine called the Beckett Monthly. It gave you prices and stuff, but
yeah, I
don't even know if they make that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably do it quarterly or maybe yearly, or maybe because when cards were that good investment, it came out monthly. I'm not sure. Somebody see if they're still out. It's probably online because they probably don't produce it, as they probably give the information online. And I tell you, I got a mint Cal Ripken rookie card I bought the entire series, and the guy said, "Look here, I even took the Ripken out and I put it in a sleeve, so I know it's mint." So I got a rookie mint Cal Ripken. I have and granted it's not mint, but I got a 62 Mantle when he won the MVP. I got like I said, the Rose rookie is from 63. And then I got the 64, which was his first card where he was his own individual card, was the 64 Reds where it shows the Topps, the Topps trophy thing for, Topps All-Star rookie. I got that card too. Yeah. So I got some nice cards.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I got some cards that I figured, if my son ain't interested, he's 21, I don't know if he'd ever be interested in them. But if not, I got nephews and stuff down the line that might be or something, or who knows. Yeah. And maybe I'll take it with me.
Yeah, I'm thinking, though, that because I always said that I was going to, when cards were high, I said I'm going to sell my cards. I'm going to pay off a house. Well, my house is paid off now. So maybe... And I don't have any kid. Well, okay, I should say my kids are my stepkids, and they're in their 40s, and maybe they might need the money, but I don't know. I'll find somebody that will use the money, and made the cards. But I tell you, and I can kick myself, and I'll tell you a little story as well. All of my 1973 tops are ruined, every one of them, because yeah, I had, and I didn't have the entire set, but I had most of them. But when I was a kid, and my brother and I would bitch and fight about the cards. So my mom, in her infinite wisdom, put ML and JL on the backs. At least she didn't do it on the front, but she put our initials on the backs of the cards. Okay, so
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Oh.
so I have every card that I have from '73 except maybe my Schmidt rookie might not have it on there. I have to look, but even so, the cards are in decent condition, but they have markings on them. But I have the '73, all right, and I got the Mays, I got the Aaron, all of the cards that you. And remember, in '74, the Hank Aaron was Topps card number 1, and it was a special card because it said new home run king Henry Aaron. I got that card too. So I got some good ones.
And then they had cards behind it that had like 4 square and had one like a card from each year.
Yeah, I got all those too.
I had those.
Yeah, those were awesome. I love talking about baseball cards too. But hey, Doc, gosh darn it, you've been on for 20 minutes, and I love you, but I got to kick you off.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Hey, go Raiders. Let's go Navy tomorrow and go Raiders next weekend.
All right, go Navy, go Raiders.
Let's get 2 W's. Talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Doc. Appreciate it.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. That was Doc Burdett. Love to hear from Doc. So you're talking stuff, man. Baseball cards and Tom Seaver and I wish I hadn't fucked up my '73 Topps. I wish I hadn't done that. Oh my God! But you don't know. You don't know these things. I mean, other people, like they would put the cards in the spokes of their bicycles, and they would ruin them. I wouldn't do. I cared about my cards too much, and I would never do that. If you're watching now, and wow, it looks like there's only 10 watching. Gosh darn it! But I'm here, and I will say this again because we got a break in the action. Okay. Wow. So Anna met Pete Rose. Oh, that's cool, Anna. Why don't Anna? Anytime you want to call in and talk, I'd love to hear from Anna. Dallas beat the Golden Knights tonight. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Not that I'm hating on the Knights, but you gotta win each series. And I believe Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. And you know what? I think they were looking to bring him back and make him eligible when all of this stuff came out about his not quite pedophilia, but technically pedophilia with the younger girls. So if you're still here, and I appreciate you being here, thank you. Let it run. Let it run. I love the hours. And again, we're at 897. I want to get to 900. I want to get to 1,000. Remember, if you share this, the Facebook feed doesn't count. If you share the link via YouTube, let me say that again. If you share the link of YouTube, that gets you 5 per night extra entries for the helmet. If you get somebody to say, hey, I subscribe to your channel, and Joe Schlabotnik is the person that got me to subscribe, well, Joe Schlabotnik gets an extra share. Who knows who Joe Schlabotnik is? I want to see it in the comments sections. Yeah, Matt, I know he is because he used to show me his cards down in Cuba. But I keep mine. They're right over there, as a matter of fact. Maybe I'll get them on camera. Maybe actually, you see this area back here. Do you see the white behind me? Maybe I'll put like one of my thing of cards back there. Tanner Muse on the IR. Well, you know what? That's not bad because you can bring them back. Asylum doesn't know who Joe Schlabotnik is. Let's see if anybody else. I bet you Don Webb knows. Don Webb knows who Joe Schlabotnik is. I can almost guarantee it. Line is open 813-609-0834. God, this hurts my ears. I don't like wearing them like that. Oh, my God, I have to take them off like that. That hurts. Anna Diaz, you can call in anytime as well. This is the reason why I don't wear my hat, because I can't wear my earphones comfortably with the hat. It's hard. But if you know who Joe Schlabot, and by the way, if you're watching, and I appreciate everybody that gave me a thumbs up. Remember, share up to 5 of the YouTube feed. You get an extra entry for the helmet. I want to give this away so bad. I really do. I was hoping to have enough folks by the home opener. And maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll get it done by the home opener. Where I can do like a part of the home opener is that, Captain Jack is giving away the helmet, and we'll push it to all the people that are out there. But we'll see. It's 10:53. Line is still open. I'm going to be here, so we'll see if you have a caller. I don't ease. I don't know what that means. I was second to give the... Oh, okay. So thank you for giving the thumbs up, Asylum. I appreciate that. Let's see what my thing... Okay. Oh, Keith shared it up. And then I got these bots that are sexy girls that give me comments on my YouTube shit. I got a sexy bot from Vietnam. Oh well. It doesn't. Well, it looks like we're all petered out. That's a shame. I pushed this, like I said, on Facebook. Let me see if anybody was watching on. Oh yeah, I got to get back to some of these things there. Let's see if anybody was watching. One share. Oh, I guess I have to look to see what the views are. Oh, it's live, so I won't know what the views are. But I was letting it run on Facebook because I gotta get the word out. But here's the thing: I'm not doing it all the time. Oh, good, I get a call. I'm happy. I get a call. Oh, somebody I don't know. 707. Who am I talking to?
Hi, this is Anna. How are you, Captain?
Hey, Anna D. Thank you for calling, honey. Good to hear from you.
Nice to hear you too. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. I don't have to work tomorrow because it's Labor Day, so I can stay up later, which is always a good thing. And you, like I said, you and I, like I said, we're not. If I do have to find you out of your wheelchair, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you're cut off.
Yeah, that's one thing I love to tell bartenders is if you see me walking, you better cut me off. That's my limit.
But you know what? Like I told you before, if that happens, I'm gonna go all Southern Baptist on you, and I'm gonna go. Feel? Can you see? Can you see the miracle here? Can you see? Can you feel it in the air? Amen, amen. And the thing is that AJ, AJ, and you're in Vegas. I don't know if you know AJ Abreu is a minister over there. So, and I know he can do the amen, amen. So I can't hold a candle to AJ Abreu. But if I see you out, I'm going to say, feel the miracle that's happened tonight. Amen, amen.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I stopped walking back in 2011. That's when I found out I had MS. But the funny thing is, my background is very, very interesting. I worked at Caesar's Palace from 2008 to 2010. Well, actually, no, 2007 to 2010. And at Caesar's Palace, I worked at VIP guest services. So I would take care of the high rollers, the celebrities, whoever required special attention. And I came across so many people, so many celebrities, so many people in the sports industry. And I mean, it was just amazing. And then it's like anytime anybody talks about Pete Rose, it's like, you know what? That is one genuine, authentic guy. He is so sweet. And I used to love taking care of him and his family. When I saw that they were coming in right away, I knew, okay, got to get the keys ready, got to get the rooms ready, got to get everything ready for them and stuff. And he was just always so kind. Not a bad thing to say about him.
No. And again, I apologize if I'm saying anything disparaging, because I've met him and have had nothing but positive feelings of me, because it was up in Cooperstown. The one time that I went to see the Baseball Hall of Fame was, and I remember what year it was 1999, because I was in Cooperstown because I went to Albany, New York to graduate college with New York Regents, and the college was up in Albany. And the guy who did the ceremony was the former Viking Alan Page, as he was a a judge in Minnesota, but he was also the speaker. So I got a chance to get my diploma from Mr. Alan Page. But because Albany was so close to Cooperstown, I said, well, I got to see the Baseball Hall of Fame. I've seen the Football Hall of Fame before, and Pete was on a side street in one of the places selling, cards and baseballs and things like that. He was hawking his goods, and you know what? Hey, more power to him, because that's how he makes a living. But I had a chance to talk with him, and he's a fantastic guy. I have nothing but praise for Pete Rose, and I think it's a shame. I really do. I think it's a shame that he was kept out of the Hall of Fame for betting on baseball when he was betting on his own fucking team. I think
he should get into the Hall of Fame myself. I mean, it's like really, and compared to what other people are doing nowadays, what he did was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot worse, but yeah, it's like since last year, I think it's the first time that I've actually been able to get fully back into sports like I used to, because my background is funny. I started off, my compadre, he got me into security, so I started working concerts and sporting events. Mm-hmm. And I used to work at the soccer games. I worked at the 49ers Green Bay playoff game in San Francisco. And I worked there. They stuck me. I was at the tailgate section at first, and then they moved me to the celebrity gate. And then from the celebrity gate, they thought it would be cute to put me in the Green Bay locker room while the guys were changing after the game.
Uh-huh.
So I thought, okay, my boss was, they were playing a cute little joke on me, and I'm looking at them like, you just wait until I get into the bus. I'm going to get a hold of you guys as soon as I'm done. And, of course, everybody got a good laugh out of it. And then from there, I was a bouncer at a nightclub. And at that time, I was going to college, to the Correctional Officer Academy. And when I graduated from the academy, I moved to the head bouncer of the nightclub in Bakersfield, California. And so I was a bouncer for 6 years. And then, of course, an old injury from a concert that I worked at came back up, and I had to stop doing security, retrained myself, worked in the hotel industry. And then after 9/11, after, my husband was deployed, he came home. He said, you know what, I need a new job, So he applied at a casino here in Las Vegas. We moved up here to Las Vegas, and then next thing I know, I'm working at Caesar's Palace, and up with the high rollers, with the celebrities, doing things that I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be doing, and working for people I never thought that I would be working for. And it was a wonderful experience. And then, of course, my life took a drastic change. But now that I have all this, time, and I've always been a Raiders fan since I was, as long as I can remember, a little girl. And I told my husband, you know what, I'm going to start getting into football back again. I'm going back to the, and then my husband, hey, the Raiders are coming to Vegas. And I said, you're kidding. It's a rumor. He goes, I'm not so sure it's a rumor. And next thing you know, the wheels were in motion, and I was like, oh my God, they're coming to Las Vegas. Finally, I get to see the Raiders. And now that, of course, they're not, nobody gets to see the games. And during the time that I had my deposit to put for my tickets, they raised the deposit, and I didn't have enough. And I was like, great, maybe it wasn't meant to be for some reason. And so, my husband, he supports me and supports everything that I do when it comes to sports and stuff. And, he's really not the sports fan of the family. It's myself and my two sons, we're the only ones that are diehard, we're Raiders fans, we're hockey fans. Every so often we get into NASCAR, we watch NASCAR, but, do what we can, enjoy ourselves. But,
well, I tell you what, Anna, you're aces with us, because you're here almost all the time. I mean, it's very rarely that I have to put out, hey, where's Anna? We'll put an APB out for Anna, and so you're here, and I know you're hanging out with all the other folks that have the shows, and we definitely appreciate you and all you do and stuff like that, and the fact that you have stories that you can add to the highlights, that just makes it more, you're definitely more of an asset to us. So I definitely appreciate all that you do as well. And I didn't know that you were wheelchair bound until you told me, obviously. And I'm glad that that you know how to take the humor with it as well, because that trust me, I when I say, hey, hallelujah, praise, and all the other good things like that, that's all in good stuff. And I don't poo-poo disabilities, that's for sure. But having you as a wonderful spirit means that you're definitely, there's no disability there. You're no disability at all, because we're all able in the minds of how we do and what we're thinking and just going forward. And that's a great thing.
Well, Captain, it's like I tell people, you know what? Don't look at me as a person in a wheelchair. Just look at me as somebody. I just happen to bring my own chair along with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm the same person. I mean, in the beginning of all this MS, I thought I was done, because they sent me home in a hospital bed, and basically, that's what they told me. You have, primary progressive MS. There's nothing we could do about it. So they sent me home in a hospital bed. And basically, after 3 months, I looked at my husband and said, get me out of this bed, get rid of it. I'm not going out like this. And, with the help of my husband, and the wonderful support from his family, I was able, to bounce back. And then once we moved to Las Vegas, I got a hold of some wonderful doctors. And for 3 years now, I've been on a treatment called Ocrevus. And it's twice a year I get an infusion. And that has kept me out of the hospital these past 3 years. Because anybody with primary progressive multiple sclerosis, once you hit that level, that's it. Your body is done. And once it gets to that level and your body's done, everything shuts down with it. But what this does is it slows the process down. So I'll be good probably another, 10, 20 years.
Good.
I'll be good.
Yeah, hey, honey,
And as long as I get this medicine.
You'll outlive me, honey. I guarantee you that. But no, I tell you, with my ticker, I'll bet on you. I'll bet on you 8 times out of 5. Let's put it that way. I'll bet on your health 8 times out of 5. But because we want you around for as long as possible as well. I'll try to be here. But, I like I said, my odds aren't the greatest, but I think you will be, because you have a good spirit, and good-spirited people stick around for a while.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? This is the first year that I was able to go outside and enjoy the heat, because heat and MS, heat is kryptonite to us. And no, I've been able to go out. Like one day, my husband took me out to the stadium, and he wasn't too thrilled about it, but he saw how well I did out there. He was like, whoa, wait a minute, you're going to be okay. And I told him, yeah, I told you I'm going to be okay. I'm fine, And I'm hoping to go out there this Saturday, because I know they're supposed to be doing something out there Saturday, and so I'm hoping to make it. And then the following weekend for Monday Night Football game opener, I told my husband, hey, you're taking me. You better take me. And he's like, well, I don't know. They're all your friends and stuff. I go, you know what? I go, they'll be your friends. I go, they don't know you. They won't know who you are. It'll be okay. And he's just like, well, what if something happens? Nothing's going to happen. We're going to go out there and we're going to have a great time. We're going to celebrate. I go, if I can't go to a game, I can at least be out there, on the 21st and be out there with everybody else cheering on the Raiders from the outside. We may not be inside, but they'll be able to hear us outside. That's for sure.
Yeah, I you know what? I can almost guarantee you that they are going to do a pan shot for the very first game in Vegas. Okay, they're going to pan the crowd, and they're going to say, this is Las Vegas Raiders football. These are the fans. This is Raider Nation. That even a pandemic can't keep them away from the game. And I wish I could be there with you. I was going to say, Jason Dean says that I'm there in spirit. I definitely am. And I just wish that I could travel. But, here's the other thing is, like, I'm not doing anything to jeopardize me continuing to have my job. And until such a time that they said, okay, well, you can now come to work. Because when they say, hey, you can come to work, you don't have to telework anymore, that is the key. Because then I say, well, if I'm coming to work, that means I'm traveling. And if I'm traveling, that means I can take leave to do other things as well. So that's my out. Now, until that time comes, Captain Jack is basically sitting here in this chair in his office, teleworking, and I'm very happy about that, because again, there are people that have lost their jobs, and I've been lucky enough to keep mine, and I will do everything in my power to keep it. But I am also not making any major purchases until I know that the fiscal year 21 Captain Jack is still working, and fiscal year 22 Captain Jack is still working. So once we get the fiscal year 21, which will be in 24 days or so, when that happens, then I'll be able to breathe a little bit of more of a sigh of relief. But I'm still not going anywhere until they said that I can come to work, and then we'll go from there.
Well, you know what? We've been really blessed here because when all this happened, the COVID happened, my husband, um, his work, they kept all the employees on payroll. My husband only had to show up once a week to make sure that his team was still on property because they still needed the guards out there protecting the property. So my husband only had to report once a week, but he still maintained his salary and all his health benefits. Our daughter, she's been working at home since then. And of course, they got her permanently working at home now, which, it's so much easier for us. And then our other son, he's still been working at the same place. And so we've been very blessed and lucky that, we're here. They have their jobs the whole time. We're still getting a salary. We can still pay our house payment. We can still pay our bills. We can still put food on the table. And at times, whenever any little money that I can get, if I can donate it, I do, and I can. And, but like our so-called governor says, what happens this weekend will determine what's going to happen in 2 to 3 weeks. Because, Vegas is packed. This weekend, it is bumper to bumper out there.
Oh, man.
It is so crazy. And, of course, people, they showed last night Fremont Street, which is downtown Las Vegas, shoulder-to-shoulder people out there. And out there, of course, they have a mandatory mask. You have to wear your mask. We see your mask off, you're going to be escorted off the premises. And a lot of the big, hotels and casinos, you don't have your mask on, you can't stay. Mm-hmm. If you're going to argue about it, hey, come back next time. That's how they're trying to be as strict as they can, but at the same time, too, you've got those asymptomatic people that they don't know that they have it, and all it takes is one person, so, well, it's going to be a monitoring situation the next 2 weeks here, to see if our numbers go up or if our numbers go down.
Well,
and it's usually the people from out of town.
Yeah, because they're the ones that are traveling, and they're the ones that and I'm sure you've seen, 12 Monkeys with Brad Pitt?
Yes.
The very end of the scene when the guy is getting rid of those vials of the germ warfare, and he goes to the 6 cities. It was like Rio, Paris, some ways in Asia. I was probably like Tokyo or but it was there, and he traveled, and then everybody gets it, and it just that's what it does. It is travel and people not staying put. Okay, and I say this. I don't care what your politics are. My politics is this: is that you better wear a fucking mask, and it's only because it's nice to make sure that you're not spreading something that you might not know about. Now, I know that the folks that are more conservative and right wing are against me, and they're most of the people that I hang out with for the most part. But I say, hey, if you could do something to stop the spread of a virus, then please do it. It's not a political thing. Just try to be considerate to others. So we'll see what happens, because people say, well, as soon as the election's over, it's going to either go one way or the other, because it's going to either go far left or far right as far as what the pandemic is. We'll see about that, but I'm just saying that I'll see, but I want you in good health, and we don't want anything more to happen, because I have a buddy that has MS, and actually, it's shame on me. I haven't spoken to him in a while. He was in the Navy like me, and he contracted MS. I'm pretty sure he contracted it being off the coast of Iraq during the Gulf War, when they set all of the oil on fire, and it fucked with his system. So it was probably as an offshoot of that occurring. And maybe he had some other debilitating issues that helped him on that, but I'm pretty sure it was specifically because of that. So I know that it's a bad juju, so I respect anybody that fights MS because it's a hard thing to fight. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah. No, well, what they're finding out about MS is that people, because like myself, I'm the only one in my family that has MS. But when I was younger, I had, head trauma. And they're finding out that too, people that have head trauma, that later on they may or they may not all of a sudden develop, MS. And, my sister-in-law, all of a sudden she just started falling. She felt as if her legs didn't exist. All of a sudden she's diagnosed with MS, and nobody else in the family has MS. And, she was in a car accident and she did bump her head. And so there is so much research going on as to how you get MS. Some people it's hereditary, others it's not, but they're trying to link if head trauma is the actual cause of people who have MS, whose family members did not have any signs of MS.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much studies and research going on and everything. And I'm so grateful that this medication is out. I mean, it's really expensive. I mean, it's like $85,000 a year.
Whoa!
And it's just 2 infusions.
Wow!
And yeah, it's really expensive, but it's kept me out of the hospital. It's got me doing things I have not been able to do. Before COVID, I was in the process of learning to walk again, and I was doing so well. But because I could not be in that closed environment, the doctor says, no, don't do anything until next year. Next year, we'll try again. He goes, we can't risk this. And I said, okay, not a problem. You're the expert. I'm going to listen to you. And, I mean, I've just been, grateful that I've been able to avoid the hospital, because I was averaging 3 to 4 times a year being in the hospital because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it and in the hospital, you're in there for like about a week at a time. And the only thing I just got to learn not to do is I have the nasty habit of fracturing my feet. So that's the one thing I need to try to avoid.
Well, do me a favor. Do me a favor, because I'm gonna pass along a couple things here. First off,
yes.
Asylum says that apparently he has a family member that is very negative towards his dealings with MS. So get with Asylum and let him ask you about the particular things. Obviously you can take that off.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Yeah, get with Asylum on that. And what I'm saying is do whatever you need to do. And if the doc says to wait for next year, if I'm still kicking, and again, I don't say this to get like the pity party thing. I say this for real. Any day that I wake up is a great day, because at least I'm upright. And
yeah.
If I'm here next year and the year after that or whatnot, when you go out and you start doing the rehab for walking or whatnot, then that'll be a good thing, and we'll take a picture of you and I in your chair, and hopefully another one where you're standing next to me, and that'll be something that we'll look forward to as well.
Oh yeah.
But I'm so happy that you called. Make sure that you text the number that you use to get in there. Now that'll go to my Google Voice, but I'll text you back on my personal cell, so you'll have that. So I don't give that out to everybody. That's why I tell everybody to call in on this number. I get it, and I'll text
Yes.
you out on my personal cell, and I appreciate that. And again, you take care of yourself. And by the way, if you
You too,
if
Captain.
you see any of those good things in Vegas that I'm looking for, put one aside for me and make, because you know I'll be sending you money for it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, because I don't get out much, because I know right now everybody's bugging me about the water bottles, and I have not went out and about to to look for them, because normally when I go somewhere, I go just to the doctor's or or go to the store and just come straight home. I mean, we just really haven't had a chance to get to go out looking for things. But as soon as I get out, I know that the Modelos are going to be coming out soon, and I don't know when the Coke and Dr. Peppers are coming out. I'm waiting for those. I'm waiting for those, to find out when they're going to be released.
Yeah.
And everything. But also too, Fox 5 Las Vegas, that's a good app to get up if you up to date on Raiders information, or you want to know what the weather is going to be like here in Vegas when you come. I mean, that's a good app to get. I try, at night, they're always doing Raider updates, so I try to go live at night just so, everybody else can see what's going on the updates here. So,
well, if you see Chris Matthews, tell him that you know Captain Jack, and Captain Jack says hi to him, because he used to always interview me at the Raider games in Oakland and in LA, and obviously said, hey, I'm still looking to be one of their reporters for funsies, and they can and I'll be like their special reporter for sure. But and again, I appreciate all that you do.
You take care.
I said, if you see the bottles or the Modelos or those 7-Eleven cup things, just think of me and put one aside.
Okay, Captain, will do. You all take care now. God bless.
All right, you take care, darling. Thanks for calling in, and make sure you text that number so I'll give you back my other number.
Okay, I will. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. That was awesome. That's Ana Diaz Rincon doing my Spanish intonation again. I can actually sound pretty good. Maybe not native, but I don't suck at it. Okay, I don't suck at it. And definitely, we had a great show tonight. And again, if you didn't get a chance to, and I'm pretty sure that everybody that's here has already given me a thumbs up. And I appreciate that. Again, tomorrow, Bob Grant will be here on the channel talking about modern athletes and social issues. Do not think it's going to be a pissing contest. I think it's going to be a very good show. Bob Grant, who was involved in the civil rights movement in the 60s, saying, and I've spoken to him, how, the athletes, they have a cause, but there are ways to do it. And I think you will be thoroughly entertained. So make sure you're here for Bob Grant tomorrow. I need to make sure I'll give him a call tomorrow early. Because it's 8, 9, 10, well, it's about 8:30. But I'll call him up early, make sure we're still on. But yes, Bob Grant tomorrow. If there's an issue, I will let y'all know. And then obviously Tuesday and Wednesday, it's the What the Fuck Are We Talking About over on the 4Life page. The two shows this week will be over on 4Life, our Raiders story. Make sure you are over there as well. Excuse me. And then, so that's Monday, that's Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll have another show on Thursday, which will be the kickoff of the NFL season. I can't wait. So thanks everybody for being here. Remember, if you share the YouTube link, it's a link. If you share the YouTube link, it's another entry. if you get somebody to subscribe and they say, hey, by the way, Joe, for those who don't know, Joe Slobotnik is the guy that Charlie Brown always wanted a baseball card from. That was his favorite player. Joe, he would open up packs of cards and could never get a Joe Slobotnik. And then, Lucy opens up a card or Linus opens up his first pack. Oh, what do you know, Joe Slobotnik? And it would kill Charlie Brown. So that's the answer to that trivia question. Okay, good. So Asylum and Anna have already gotten together on things like that. That's great. That's why we're here. So make sure, again, you are here. Thank you for watching. And it's always a pleasure. Remember, this whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be having shows. I won't have a day off until Saturday. But that's cool. We'll see everybody. Have a great rest of your evening. Great Labor Day to everybody. Be safe out there. We'll see you next time. Yeah! And I feel a lot better now I took my hat off and my earphones are on top of my head. They're just very uncomfortable flipping like that. So that's one of the reasons why I don't wear my hat. Here, anyway. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Again, tomorrow night, Bob Grant.